With whatever knowledge that you have today, what would an overdose look like to you?
Can't stay awake.
Can't stay awake?
In Pulp Fiction, she overdoses on heroin, and she like freezes up and starts shaking.
An overdose from narcotics is not going to look like Pulp Fiction. Somebody may be just falling asleep on the couch. An opiate overdose essentially stops you from breathing. You want to check their breathing, and if you see that their breathing is down to possibly 10 breaths a minute, that loud snore, that gasp for a breath, and then there's those seconds in between before when another breath is taken. The lips are blue, the face has gone gray and ashen color. You can't wake them up, and they're becoming unresponsive. There's different ways to get someone's attention if they might not be breathing. You're going to shout their name, you're going to move them, and if that's not working and it's not waking them up, then you may take your knuckles and begin to rub on the sternum like this to get some response. Now, if you've done this and they're still not waking up, you need to know what to do next. You want to prop their head back, make sure that everything is clear within their mouth and nose area, and clamp the nose, and you just put your mouth over their mouth and take 2 or 3 breaths into their body. Just blow in. 2 to 3 breaths in. You call 911 and you simply have to say, somebody in my home has stopped breathing. You've done the rescue breathing and they're still not responding, and you're saying, I need to do something more. You're going to go after your naloxone.
Naloxone is a very safe medication. It's been used by paramedics in the medical system for many years. If this is not an opiate overdose, you're not going to hurt the person by giving them naloxone. Naloxone
Works on the opiates. It does not work on, again, the benzodiazepines. Valium that you've probably heard about, Xanax, Klonopin, and Ativan. You're going to grab a hold of your kit, put in the plunger, screw on the nasal adapter, insert this in the nose, give it a half a spray in the right nostril, put it in the left nostril, give it the rest of the dose, and then give them some immediate rescue breathing on top of that. In your kit, there are 2 vials of naloxone. There's one, of course, you're using initially, and if you find out after about 2 or 3 minutes that it has not had any effect, you want to administer that second one to make sure that there's enough naloxone to stop the effect of the opiate.
The rescue position is on one side, usually the left side, with the left arm above the head. This helps them to breathe more clearly. This is the position that you want to keep the person until EMS arrives.
You want to make sure you stay with the individual. So the naloxone might wake them up, but the naloxone eventually is going to wear off, and again, that narcotic prescription then could kick in.
Even if you give the naloxone and the person who has overdosed becomes conscious, it's still important to get EMS to the scene as soon as possible. The opiate that had been in their system relieving their pain is no longer working, therefore they might have pain. They could have some symptoms of opiate withdrawal, and they may be very uncomfortable.
If there's been an incident where your naloxone had to be used either on you or someone else, contact Project Lazarus. When you do that, we'll instruct you on how to get your refill, where to replace it if you've lost it or it's expired. We will make sure that you have the proper naloxone supply within your house. It's Project Lazarus. It literally is raising somebody from that dead situation.